Hello and welcome to Fifth and Grace. Today is my birthday, so I'm going to share my happy birthday spread with you. This is going to just be a general reading, but these messages might be for you. If you think they are, let me know in the comments. And this is a 5-card reading that you can do yourself at home. If you would like me to do this reading for you, you can book through me, directly through me. It's $55. If you go through my Etsy storefront, it costs more. So sometimes people want the security of going through Etsy. Totally fine. Most people just come to me directly and we just take care of everything without having to use a third party, but whatever's comfortable for you. If you would like to gift this reading to somebody, you can do that too. So it's a very handy dandy reading. And we're going to talk about what, what to let go of, what's coming up, what to focus on. There's all kinds of things. So as we go through each card, we will discuss the placement and the meaning of the card. And then that way you can do this one yourself as well when your birthday comes around. Yay! It's kind of weird. It's a weird number for me. It's a strange number. I don't know. It just feels very odd to be this age. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel. Listen, I remember when I was young, I'm a Gen Xer, so it's like, never get old, never get old. Now I'm like, I'm okay getting old. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Having worked in funeral service for a very long time now, I can tell you 100% that not everybody gets to grow old. So it's a good thing to get older. And it's also a good thing to remember to live. Make sure you're living and not just biding time. Make sure you're not just running the clock, okay? And I know it's easy to kind of hunker down and stay home. The world is a crazy place right now, but it's good to get out, even if it's to go for a walk and just say hi to your neighbors, or go to the library and sit and read a book, or go to the cafe and have a coffee and just see what conversations come up. You got to get out. We have to get out. We have to remember to live at any age. And I see some women in their 90s who are still, large and in charge and running the show wherever they are. So I know it's possible. I know it can be done. And it's important to make sure that we stay in contact with people and reach out and share our lives with people. And, because too many people are ending up finding themselves all alone in the world. And it's not easy. So that's my birthday message for you today. And now we're going to dive into the cards after we had a good little shuffle. So the first card, what is the main lesson or theme from this past year? The Magician. Recognizing that we have everything we need inside of us. The Magician is the one and only archetype in the tarot that has the swords, the wands, the pentacles, and the cups right there, easily accessible. We are the people who tick all the boxes. We're the complete package. We're the real deal. But don't forget, there's also a trickster energy. The shadow side of the Magician is the trickster. So sometimes I always, it's coming in, my guides are telling me, fake it till you make it. And it's important to remember that it's okay to kind of fake it a little bit, but eventually you do have to gain the skills, the language, the intelligence, whatever it is that you need to keep moving forward. That's a great message, a really, really great message that, I'm not going to sit here and say you're good enough the way you are. None of us is. If we say that, then that's it. We don't learn anything else in our lives. We don't grow. We don't improve. That's it. We just sit where we are with nothing more left to do in this life if we're already good enough just the way we are. I'm never going to say that, because there's always room for improvement. There's always room for growth. There's always room for learning and expansion. And there's always room for some magic. So, think back 5 years. Who were you 5 years ago? Are you better now? Are you a better person? Are you more educated? Are you calmer? Are you spicier? Whatever it is, we all evolve and change. So that statement, you're good enough just the way you are, it's just it's a dog whistle to stagnation. And that's not good for anybody, not good for anyone at all. So definitely you have everything that you need inside of you. You just need to trust it. And when you aren't sure, just, play the role of somebody who does know what they're doing and has everything. And then eventually you will be able to tap into your own gifts. There we go. So number 2 is what to let go of. What to let go of. The 7 of Wands. What's coming in is repeating patterns, doing the same thing over and over and over. Our 7s are always about experience. And so this one actually comes up a lot when people are having problems in relationships, because it's never, the first time the problem comes up is not the first time they talk to me. The first time they talk to me is when the problems come up so many times that they're like, okay, I'm reliving this. But it's, there's definitely a like letting go. Sorry, I'm trying to phrase this in a way that is succinct and to the point without rambling all over the place. I'm not very good at not rambling. It's good to learn from our past experiences, but we don't need to bring them in as a reflection of who we are and what we're capable of now. We should learn from those past experiences and bring that learning and wisdom with us, but not like, say if you've failed at something repeatedly, that doesn't mean you're a failure, and it doesn't mean you'll fail forever. It just might mean that something has to change. You need to learn more, or you just need to maybe sometimes try harder, put more effort, be more consistent, be more committed. There's all kinds of reasons why things don't pan out for people the way they want them to, but we don't want to take that experience and make it our identity now. And we also don't want to take our successes and necessarily make them our identity now. Like success isn't permanent and failure's not fatal. So it's good we always have to be in flow. So learn from the experiences, from all the things that you've done and gone through, whether they're perceived to be good or bad or positive or negative, but bring that wisdom forward with you. But let go and release the parts that didn't work out. They're not part of your identity. They're just part of your learning. They're just part of how you got here. Failure is such a great thing because it shows us what's not going to work. So we know, okay, don't do that, right? So when we're thinking about like what to let go of, is let go of the less desirable parts of our past experience, but make sure that we're bringing forward the good stuff, the stuff that makes us better people, the stuff that makes us better at what we do, the stuff that makes it easier for us to move through life. There. This is always a complicated card for me, that's for sure. But also too, there's a sort of a secondary message to this card, which is we can let go of having to control everything. We can let go of being defensive and protecting ourselves. Maybe we don't need to do that so much. Just, cast your circle of protection around you, cast your bubble, whatever it is that you do to energetically protect yourself, and then just let that do its thing. So we don't need to be so defensive and protective of ourselves that we actually can't move forward. All right. Card number 3, gifts you will receive this year. Fun. I like gifts. Justice. Interesting. Okay, let me pull up see if there's a timing for this card, because this is and this deck is the Fountain Tarot. The link to it is in the description of this video, so you'll be able to grab it easily for yourself. It's very affordable. So if this is one that lights you up, the imagery is just gorgeous, and I thought it looked really pretty for spring. So Justice has an autumn date. The gifts you will receive this year is the truth. That you will realize that you are on your true path. The true path will appear for you, or you'll realize you're already on your true path. And this is about, you'll know it's your true path because it's fulfilling it. You feel good. You feel good about it. There's also some truths coming to the surface this year. They could be about yourself. They could be about someone else or something else. I think this is always a really neat card because so many people really, the truth is uncomfortable for a lot of people. They don't like it. So they'll say the truth is misinformation or disinformation because it makes them feel uncomfortable. So when we're dealing in the realm of truth, it's a really good idea to get good and comfortable with the truth. Get good and comfortable with your uncomfortable feelings. That's your central nervous system letting you know something is amiss. Something is not right. And you know, I see so many people dealing with anxiety and things like that. And really, it's your central nervous system just going haywire because you're not really walking down the true path for you. You're not really, you're off in some other realm of maybe worrying too much about what other people you don't know are doing or things like that, and then getting caught in this mental loop about it because, and it all sort of, and you know that because if your central nervous system is out of whack, it's because you're out of alignment with what you should be doing and who you should be. I hope that made sense. I hope that made sense. But I will say for a lot of people, and so many people have told me the same thing, if you are like anxiety, go do something productive. Go do something to help somebody else. Go do something to help yourself. Do something that will like get you out of your head for a little bit. And that will let your body relax. That will let your central nervous system calm down a little bit. It'll let your body relax, and it will let your mind do something other than the thoughts on a loop. Because really, I saw a really great quote, and it said, anxiety is just conspiracy theories about yourself. Well, guess what? The conspiracy theories, they're something gets labeled a conspiracy theory when it gets a little too close to the truth. So explore that. Explore the truths about yourself. We all pretend to be things that we're not because that's how we survive in society. It is the tribal pack life. You have to blend in enough to be accepted. But when we're out of alignment with our truth about who we are, what we believe, what we want to be doing, the path we're on, all the things, that's where we really get tangled up in things. So the gifts that we will be receiving this year is truths about a lot of things. The truths about who we really are. Perhaps it's the truth about a new way of life. Perhaps it's the truth about people. Sometimes the truth involves some betrayal. So there's all kinds of things going on here, but really, and you know, I'm an Aries, so obviously if anybody who's lit up by this and they're having their birthday around this time is an Aries too. And for Aries, the truth is super, super important. Truth and justice, that's our jam. That is our jam. We wake up ready to go to war for truth and justice. And I had an incident last night where something was very unjust and ooh, it triggered me big. And my husband's like, you're going to get us kicked out. And I was like, no, I'm not, because this is unjust. This is unfair. So, you know, that, and my spicy little mouth went running. But I said it with conviction and I got my way. I got my way, got the problem solved, got my way. And off we went. So the truth, and don't be afraid to speak it, but make sure that it is the truth and not just some headline. I'm just going to say it. If you're spouting truths, make sure they are true. Make sure they are your true beliefs and not just something, a line you read, and now you're repeating it as though it is your truth, because that's where you're betraying yourself. You know, if you're fighting for something and you're a ball of anxiety, that's a big sign for you that that's not for you. You're fighting for the wrong thing for you. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that. What to focus on this year? The Knight of Wands in reverse. Isn't that interesting? And let's see if there's a timing connected here. No timing. So our knights are always giddy up, get it done, go, 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 light the fire, right? Especially wands. That's like the giddy up, light a fire under it, everything else. But in reverse, what to focus on this year might be your soft era, your gentle era, your granny era. I keep seeing all the granny era stuff and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It might be time to schedule slowing down for you. Schedule into your life time where you just read or knit or crochet, or as I say, crotchet. Time to just sit and admire nature, time, whatever it is that you enjoy, that you would find very peaceful and relaxing. This message coming in really strong is to just soften your life a bit. It doesn't have to be go, go, go all the time. It doesn't have to be hustle, hustle, hustle. You don't have to be doing and achieving and accomplishing and building and growing all the time. Sometimes we can just be gentle with ourselves and rest. Like this morning, before I sat down to film videos, I was just watching a YouTube video and knitting. I was just knitting a little coaster, really, honestly. It was just a little coaster in some fun colors. And it was just nice and relaxing before I came on here to record some tarot readings. But it's okay to schedule that into your life. Give yourself permission. And that could be, something I do is on Friday nights, we tend to have nice, quiet Friday nights at home, very relaxing, reading, maybe just quietly watching a show, some snacks. Just as a family, we just chillax because life is so busy. So, it could be that you schedule that into your life, and even an hour a day or 30 minutes a day of meditation, relaxation, sunshine. Obviously, if you live in Canada right now, that might be a challenge. The sunshine part might be a challenge, but go for a walk, get some fresh air. There's all kinds of things that you can do that are just gentle on you and relax and aren't about achieving anything, but are just about achieving peace for yourself. So that's a great message for what to focus on this year. Let's go in your granny era. Get in your granny era. And finally, the fifth card is the main lesson or theme for this year. Ooh, Ace of Swords. Isn't that interesting? Ace of Swords, but in reverse. The main lesson or theme for this year will be communication. It will be about making sure we're not falling for misinformation or disinformation, making sure we do our research, making sure that if you are about to sign a contract, make sure you read it. In one of my businesses, I have a contract, and it is shocking to me how many people don't read it. And then they get the surprise of their life a few days before their event, when they've messed up and realized they've put the contract in jeopardy just by lack of communication or miscommunication. A lot of people book me for, 4 o'clock. And then I get there and it's like, oh no, we changed the time. And it's like, well, you didn't tell me. And now I'm not available at that time. So yeah, I've had people change the day and not tell me. So yeah, good times. But that's what I'm saying is communication. Our swords are about words, our mindset, our limiting beliefs, our communication, the words we say, the things we tell ourselves, contracts, anything that's words. That's what our swords are about. And it's very airy energy, which leaves a lot of room for misinterpretation that we might call misinformation. So make sure that you understand everything that you're signing. Make sure you understand everything that you're going into. Make sure that you're asking a lot of questions. Don't leave anything to chance. If you don't know, if you're in a situation or you're entering into a contract or like anything like that, and you don't know what questions to be asking, just go to ChatGPT, explain the situation, and then ask Chat to give you a list of questions that you should be asking. And you might find, oh yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah, I better ask that question. So there's all kinds of ways that we can get to this point, but certainly we want to make sure that we're clearing any confusion in our life. That will be a big thing this year. anybody who's, if this is landing for you, then this is for you. But certainly, the theme this year will be there's a breaking down of something, like sort of breaking things down to their simplest form. So for the next while, if you live in Canada, for the next while, you're going to hear a lot of gobbledygook in the media. And really what we need to do is distill that down to one basic sentence of the basic meaning of what's being said. So it's important to kind of do that in all areas of our life. Don't, if you can use 5 words to explain something, then just use 5 words. We don't need a 3,000-page essay to make people understand us. If they choose not to understand us, they're not going to. So we have that going for us there. But definitely there is, there's going to be some obstacles, but our mindset is what's going to guide us through that. Read the contracts, get your mindset straight. If you want to work with that, if you want to do work on that, let me know. We can do that together, with tapping, with scripts, with meditations, with tarot readings, all kinds of things. We've got all the tools here. So if you're realizing, oh shoot, yeah, I'm not communicating well, or I'm not receiving communication well, I'm finding myself misunderstanding things, I'm finding myself, just chasing headlines or whatever it is, then let's kind of break that for you and get you on a new little path of clear thought, clear words, clear mind, clear thought. Whew, there we go. There we go. Messages from Spirit today. They were coming in hard and fast, let me tell you. So if this is for you, please let me know in the comments. If it's not for you, also let me know. Just let me know that you popped by, because I don't actually know unless you leave a comment and tell me. So I really encourage you to do that. And if you wouldn't mind clicking the subscribe button, when I look at the back end of my channel and I see all the data, like so many people don't subscribe. Like the people that are watching my videos are not subscribed, but they're returning day after day after day. So if you wouldn't mind clicking subscribe, I'm really working hard to grow my channel to the point that I can have a membership and then do extra stuff for members and have lots of sort of elevated, what a word, elevated components to what we're doing here. So click like, click subscribe, leave a comment, let me know you were here, and as ever, have a magical day.